Happy Monday, everybody. And tomorrow is election day. And most of you are thinking, thank goodness this is about to be over. All right, now remember our base case. We said no matter who wins, the new president's going to have to deal with banking issues that are coming down the pike. We're going to have the debt issue that's only growing, and the wars. So no matter who wins, they have to deal with that. And remember, way back to the beginning of the year, either a first or second missive, we said 2024 would be the year of chaos. Well, who knows? Maybe after the election results are all settled and tabulated and we have a clear winner, the other side will say, well done, old chap. We shall see you again in 4 years and we will do whatever we can do to cooperate to build America. Not many of us think that's probably going to happen. So we're thinking kind of the chaos thing will go beyond the election. And by the way, let's talk about this with respect to the portfolios at the beginning of this one. Most people think that gold and natural resources, commodities, this kind of thing, track with inflation. Actually, it doesn't. If you go back and look at the charts, it kind of does, but not as close as you would think. These investments do well during times of chaos. So let me show you a couple of things we talked about just this week, or I'm sorry, last week. Look at what's going on in the world where nobody's caring about this election. Urgent. Russia calls surprise nuclear attack exercise. Oh, that's great news. Breaking news. Feds practice nuclear war evacuation of U.S. Capitol. How many of you heard that last week on the news? Excuse me. Flash. No new restrictions on U.S. supplied weapons to Ukraine if North Korea joins the war. Let's pause there for a minute. These long-range missiles that they're talking about sending into Russia, when one of those missiles is fired, no one knows if it's got a conventional warhead or a nuclear warhead. Well, how would you have to respond if you see one of these coming at you? Maybe this is why everybody's talking about this stuff. Okay, let's move on though, because we've got another war. Bulletin. Israeli cabinet agrees another strike upon Iran. Hezbollah names new leader, and Israel warns countdown to his death has begun. State Department alerts Congress Iranian spy teams are attempting to assassinate former Trump officials. Does anyone see an off-ramp to either one of these wars right now? I don't. And it's an awful thing. It's going to mean likely more chaos. I don't think it means we're going to have a nuclear war between now and the inauguration day for whatever new president we get. But whatever new president we get, we've got to deal with these things because this is starting to spiral up in a way people didn't anticipate a year ago. So it's not exactly the cheeriest Monday message, but let's see how this election plays out. Let's see the reaction from both sides. Many people believe neither side will accept the results of the election. I'm kind of hopeful that the better part of America comes through with this. Regardless, even if we have more stability internally to this country than many people think, we have these external factors that I think are going to play into the chaos theme. We'll address more of this next week. We'll talk about what's going on in Europe, and the next week, probably what's going on in China and how all this comes together, again, irrespective of who wins tomorrow. And with that, I'll turn it over to Walt.